as I said earlier about some of the issues, the country will see through that. And they will give this guy who said in the wee hours of Wednesday, November 9th, that he would be the president of all Americans, not just those who supported him. I think they'll give him a chance to form his government.
Do you think that that was the message he sent out through the entirety of the campaign?
What, that he be the president of all Americans? Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's who he's going to be. He said it when he was elected,
No, but I meant during the campaign, given things that he said and did during the campaign, which, I mean, part of the reason that Steve Bannon became something of a controversy when he was brought in was because it seemed to dovetail with some of the things that Trump had said during the campaign on issues of race or religion or, constitutionality, those kinds of things. So
I've got a question. I've been on the campaign since the beginning till the end. And what specific instances are you referring to about what he said about race and religion?
Well, we're talking about the Muslim ban. We're talking about what he said about Mexicans in that opening.
Illegal immigrants is what he was saying.
The country.
No, Judge Curiel couldn't do his job because he was Judge Mexican heritage.
I mean, we can go through the list, but I mean, it's not as though there weren't moments in the campaign where he created controversy having to do with race or gender or religion.
But Dan, can we?
But how does that affect? But Steve Bannon. Your question was about Steve Bannon.
Well, because it was because
I mean, you're trying to dovetail the two things. So when Donald Trump said something in January, February, March, April, whenever, had nothing to do with the smear campaign of the left on Steve Bannon today. Okay, and well, it's ridiculous. And to be candid with you, the guy is an unbelievably brilliant strategist who is really a terrific guy who, as Kellyanne just said, a guy who has a Harvard pedigree and is getting attacked by people who have no idea who he is. Well, we happen to be sitting here, but listen. He gets held to a standard that none of these other folks.
Well, let me.
If providing a platform for white supremacists makes me a brilliant tactician, I am glad to have lost. And one of Hillary, give me a minute, David. I am more proud of Hillary Clinton's all right speech than any other moment on the campaign because she had the courage to stand up. I would rather lose than win the way you guys did.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes.
That's very clear today. No, you wouldn't, respectfully. Rather, I'm sorry, how exactly did we win? Now go for it, Jen. How exactly did we win? I'd like to know, because I've sacrificed the last 4 months of my life to do it. Excuse me. And we did it. And we did it by looking at the schedule and looking at, yes, the electoral map of 270, because that's how you win the presidency. And we went places and we were either ignored or mocked roundly by most of the people in this room, but I have a smile on my face at all times. And we did it by focusing with Steve Bannon and Dave Bossie and everybody you see here. They're going to say, oh, she just said Corey was part of the campaign. Jeff Zucker. Okay, Corey until whatever, what was that, June? And we focus on how you win. We connected with voters. We connected with voters.
Hiring is himself. We've already gone through some of the examples of his own language, his own positions that I believe are at odds with my value as an American of embracing diversity, inclusivity, equality, and hiring someone like Steve Bannon, who with Breitbart.
You guys just spend a few minutes on Breitbart. You say things doesn't make it true.
One of my proudest moments of her is her standing up and saying with courage and clarity, in Steve Bannon's own words and Donald Trump's own words, the platform that they gave to white supremacists, white nationalists, and it is a very, very important moment in our history as our country. And I think as his presidency goes forward, I'm going to be very glad to have been part of the campaign that tried
to. Jen, do you think that? Excuse me, she said white supremacists.
Well, I would actually like to follow up.
I know it's mentioned a lot on your website too. Do you think I ran a campaign where white supremacists had a platform? You going to look me in the face and tell me that?
I did. Kellyanne
really?
did.
Oh, and that's how you lost.
I did.
Do you think you could have just had a decent message for the white working class voters? Do you think this woman who has nothing in common with anybody?
But that's
these counties we flipped over 200 counties that President Obama won and Donald Trump just won. You think that's because of what you just said, or because people aren't ready for a woman president? Really? How about It's Hillary Clinton. She doesn't connect with people. How about they have nothing in common with her? How about you had no economic message?
Guys,
We are. You guys are not.
They want this to be about strategists. That's right.
You guys are punching down. It's unbelievable.
There's another Steve Bannon.